Okay, so this is a little more in-depth video on some of the conquistadors. So we're going to read over this, and then I will go in a little more detail about it. So, America's history makers, Hernando Cortes. Hernando Cortes was born in Spain to a noble but poor family. In 1504, at the age of 19, he sailed to America to seek his fortune. Although he became a wealthy landowner in Cuba, he was not satisfied. "I've come to win gold," he said, "not to plow the fields like a peasant." His great chance came when he was picked to lead an exploration to Mexico. Strong-willed, shrewd, and cruel, Cortes succeeded against great odds. So this is Hernando Cortes, as you can see right here. And so he was from a very poor family, and but he always acted like he was a lot better than everyone. And he was self-made. He was a very self-made man. And he actually made all his own, he didn't make them, but he, organized his own ships. And if we go look up here, he actually was one of the people, he recruited 508 men. Very specific number, but he did. Can I highlight this? Yeah. So right there. Now we're going to look a little bit at Montezuma. Now, there's some really weird names in here and stuff I can't pronounce. So if I mispronounce them, and you're not sure if I said them right, just ask your teacher or someone who you know has read that and knows it. Okay, Montezuma. Montezuma ruled the Aztec Empire and rose to the throne in 1502. Excellent. I think that's a good quality. And wise, his words carried weight with his subjects. According to June de Tavo, a justice, when he spoke, he drew the sympathy of others. But he subtitle phrase, and by his profound reasoning, Montezuma lived a great, luxurious, receiving officials and commoners alike at his lavish palace. His subjects treated him almost like a god, and were not allowed to look at him. Though brutal at times, he was said to be a just and effective ruler. So I don't know a lot about him. I know about how Cortes Montezuma affected him, and I will go over that really quick. But I just want to look at right here. It's, which man would you prefer to have a leader of your country? Why? Don't answer that if you don't want to. In your mind, that's great. But I don't know. I just think it's an interesting question. So here's Montezuma. With his amazing outfit. Love it. No. So, basically what happened was Montezuma, welcomed Cortes because he thought Cortes was, this god, because there was this, prophecy that in this year, specifically, one of these gods would come back and reclaim the Aztec Empire, and he believed Cortes was that god because he matched the description with his white skin. So basically, Cortes abused would be the right word. This provision, he gave him luxuries and gold, and actually he gave him gold because one of the things Cortes said, because as you know, he was looking for gold. I came to win gold, and one of the things he said was, I have this sickness and it can only be filled with gold. So he's like, oh my god, or oh my god, not the bad way, but you get it. Gave him all this gold and all these riches, and he let him stay in the palace, and it was a big deal. And then, so he was going around and saying terrible things about these, and then he are these temples. And then he kind of blackmailed Montezuma, and he said, well, I will kill you and destroy your empire if you don't, like, do what I tell you. So he is basically ruling the empire through Montezuma. And Montezuma basically, he gave up inside, and he lost his spirit. And he never really tried. And as we were talking about, like, when he spoke, he drew, like, sympathy of others, and he was this amazing, like, guy, and he had such great personality, and, like, you could see this bold personality. And then when he lost his spirit, people knew, and people assumed, like, oh my gosh, he's not really doing that. And so they killed him, and they almost killed Cortes, but he was able to escape. And he came back, and because he brought smallpox there, people were, like, dying like crazy because they were not immune. And so Cortes was able to demolish this huge empire. And that's basically, without very much detail, how the conquistador Hernando Cortes defeated Montezuma in the Aztec Empire. So, thank you.